everyone, so today I'm going to be doing another video about my individual tattoos, and today I'm going to be talking about my hand tattoos, the tops of my hands. I had a video years ago that was like all inclusive about all of my hand tattoos, including my palms and my knuckles, but recently I've been kind of breaking it down now that I've had them longer and doing individual videos. So I did one on my knuckles and finger tattoos, and I did one on my palms, so now it's time for the tops of my hands. So it's kind of interesting because both of my hand tattoos were a pretty different experience. Neither one of them were pleasant, though, I will tell you that. So this is the hand I got done first because I had this entire sleeve completed, and I was like, okay, the hand is obviously the next step because I am in a career that allows visible tattoos. So I wanted a rose on my hand. I was like, I know it's cliche, I know everyone has it, but I thought it's what went best with my sleeve, and I just kind of didn't care. I didn't care that everyone had it because I knew mine would still be different, and it's what I wanted, you know? So yeah, this hand was done by the same woman that did my sleeve and my chest, and I have a whole video about who does my tattoos. I'll also link that below. But so here's this one. And so as you can see, it takes up my entire hand all the way down to my knuckles. It doesn't it overlaps my knuckles slightly, and I'm so happy with it. It's really one of the prettiest roses I've ever seen. And also, this tattoo made me feel, it helped me with an insecurity that I had, which a lot of people don't know. I had very large beauty marks. Let's see if you can see. There's one right there. That one was, pretty big, and I had just had a couple scattered through there. And my whole life, people always asked me if I had the chicken pox, or just made comments about it, and that kind of heightened my insecurity about it. So once I got this tattooed, I was just I felt so much better about it. And it's funny because on other people, I don't even notice their beauty marks or birthmarks or whatever, but on me, I just felt so self-conscious about it for some reason, and this just made me feel good about it. It made me feel like my hands were beautiful. So that's a quick backstory. As for pain and healing, the hand tattoos hurt a lot. For me personally, the minimum pain was a 7, and the maximum was definitely a 10. It's a very thin skin for me, and especially down here by the knuckles, it was just absolutely killer. I mean, I can't even describe, it really hurt. And healing with this hand was really difficult, a lot more difficult than this hand, and I'll talk about this hand in a moment. So I'll talk about this hand soon. But the healing for this was, absolutely killer. One of the worst heals I've had for any tattoo ever. It got so swollen and scabbed. It literally looked like I had a mitt on my hand. It was so swollen, and I had to keep it elevated like this, because whenever I put my arm down to my side, it would be an overwhelming tingling and pain, and just horrible pain shooting to my hand, and that lasted several days. And also, for whatever reason, this hand did not want to hold onto the black ink, so I've had to get this touched up twice. I haven't gone back after the second time, and I still actually could use a touch-up on it, but around the knuckle, because I work with my hands, it just did not want to stay over here, and it was so, oh my god, it was such a rough heal for this. It was just really rough. So that's my experience with that. And then this one, this experience, okay, so again, same pain. It definitely hurt a lot. And this is a cracked perfume bottle. It's hard to see, but it's spraying. And he actually just drew this right on my hand. I told him what I wanted, and he just took a Sharpie and drew it completely freehand, which I thought was fucking badass. I was like, yes. So I got this done at a convention, and it healed really well, except for this part on my wrist, which is surprising because I had to get this one touched up twice, and it was such a rough heal. This one wasn't nearly as rough to heal, except for this area. This area was killer. This right here on the wrist joint acted like how this did over by the knuckles, for whatever reason, and I lost a lot of the ink in here, so I did get this touched up when I saw him again. So it really just goes to show that it's totally different. Everyone's gonna have a completely different experience. This, healing, it did get swollen, pretty swollen, but not as swollen as this one, and it wasn't as painful as this one either. But That also could be, for me, I don't know why. I've heard that this is actually something with women's bodies that can happen, but the left side of my body almost always hurts more than the right side. I'm not sure why, so I think that might have something to do with it. And doing them didn't take very long. This probably took an hour. This probably took maybe an hour and a half or so. I'm not really sure. I don't remember fully, but it definitely hurts. It's definitely, you definitely can't be working with your hands during the healing because that makes it so much worse. And obviously it's something to think about. I wouldn't suggest getting your hands tattooed until you're, you know, pretty covered in tattoos, until you're like moderately covered. Or if you have a job that is okay with it as well. It's a very, very big decision, and it's very important things to take into consideration. But yeah, that's just my experience with my hand tattoos. I hope you enjoyed watching, and stay sassy. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.